Yes, the Boohoo effect here. Tracy, UKTroll, Pissin Excellence. Do you piss excellence, huh? You like to boast about yourself, don't you? You know, when you complain to the law enforcement over there in your area, yeah, it really revealed what you really are inside and what you do online. Because even yourself admitted that you became embarrassed as you started to relay all of the events on YouTube. And really, you started to reveal your own self. You got embarrassed because you were sort of raking yourself over the coals. You were stripping that outer layer of BS and revealing what you truly are online, Tracy, which you really do to people. And you can threaten me with the law. You can threaten me with jail. You know, you can threaten me, to close my accounts down, get Google to, reveal information. You're not going to get shit. You're not going to get no docs. You're not going to get nothing to stick on me because my history is clean. I have the same laptop that I've been using from day one. And you try to galvanize a cause, for yourself that you stand on moral, legal grounds to call out other people with your dark, terrible criminal history? You should be banned at your MAC address from Google from ever entering the internet. Because as soon as you get on the internet, you have to stalk people, harass them, engage in criminal behavior. You can't keep away from harassing people. You love it. That's why Peter found you on sociopath.com, because you're a psycho. You enjoy misery, inflicting pain and mental anguish onto others. You enjoy it because you're that miserable in your own personal life. What you do online to others is really a reflection of you, Tracy, of your inner being, your true makeup, your true colors. It's a reflection of your misery and unhappiness. Because happy people don't do this online. Happy people do not create false scenarios, narratives to justify harassment and slander against others. You threatened me with the law before to try to shut me up when we had our initial spat back in 2010 when I was defending you while you're pretending to be your daughter, catfishing men. And I always thought that was odd. It's before you revealed yourself. You had me believing and everybody else believing, 155 millimeter, all the hyenas, Azazel, Braden Omnicide, aka Glock Joker, the Bubba Effect. You try to solicit sexual images from him. I always thought it was odd that, a young girl, a good-looking girl, would be doing this kind of activity with grown men that are sort of warped and demented in the head themselves. But, you threatened me with Interpol, whatever you call your law enforcement agency over there. You reported me. Why? Because you weren't controlling me to the expectations in your mind. You were getting your way. I was not your obedient subservient to your standards. I wasn't enslaved far enough in your mind that you had to report me to law enforcement. For what? What'd I ever do? You're crazy. You can report me all day long. I've never done jack shit to you other than stick up for you and defend you to a fault. You get online, you catfished everybody, posing as your daughter. And I won't mention her name for her dignity, even though I personally feel she was a willing spirit in some cases. I know they have a fear of you. Your kids do. They fear you. Oh yes, just like you like to instill fear onto others here in America. You like to go to America through the internet and instill that fear. You're basically saying in principle, if you don't do what I say, the information I amassed on you, I will stalk you and your family and your children. But yes, You know, when you made your, opened up your Felix Fangirl for Life, I knew that was Paige that you sported in the video. You using her body and your boobs. You flashed your boobs to everybody. You got upset when you seen Annie L. White do it. You got jealous when you're internet dating Peter. Because Peter made a comment to Annie's, about her boobs, her assets, and you got jealous. You flipped your lid for what, 7 years straight, stalking Annie, all because of that one comment from Peter, your online boyfriend. You remember that story you told me, Tracy, when we first initially started to communicate when I was defending you? You said that you went to the airport in Florida, met Peter, how it was tough, how you had to leave Peter, you wanted to get married and had big plans. Yeah, that was at a time when you were catfishing people using your daughter's name, your daughter's image, and you were married to Kevin at the time. You were a married woman. You were cheating in your heart. In heart, you were cheating on your husband. You are not faithful to nobody, not even your husband. But of course, now that you're separated, everything's Kevin's fault, just like everything's Gam's fault, Katie's fault, my fault. Nothing's your fault. You stalked so many families that they're uncountable. But it's not your fault, though. It's other people's fault. You stalked Annie L. White's kids, didn't you, Tracy? Yes, you did. You stalked him. You admitted it. I have you on audio admitting that you stalked Annie L. White's kids. Yep, I sure do. And guess what? That wasn't enough. All because Peter made a comment about Annie's boobs. That wasn't enough for you, was it? You had to invoke a crazy person like Tesla, because that's what you like to do. You like to pick out people that are wacko in their mind. Lunatics, clearly lunatics, and you like to egg them on. You like to get inside their minds and incite them to do your bidding so you don't have to take direct blame. But you fail to realize, Tracy, that you're holding the bag. For instance, to illustrate, you may go in a car group and two of your culprits may hop out and rob a bank, but you're the one driving the car. You're just as guilty. You can't sit there and tell the police, I didn't go in the bank. But you're in the car waiting for them, giving them the ride. That's what you did to Tesla. Tesla was threatening Annie to behead her online, and you were standing right there, egging Tesla on in the comments section. How you're going to be happy to see that when that happens. Yes, you were in on that, but you can blame it on Tesla. That's what you did to Annie L. White. For what? What did Annie do? Huh? She was good looking. She was that quintessential blue-eyed, blonde-haired American girl from California that you were so envious of. You despise Americans because you can't live over here. Is that what it is? You can't live the life as an American, so you hate Americans? Is that why you can't leave America alone? And then you move on to Katie, right? You move on to stalking Katie's kids. You incited Gam to lead that charge. You were in on that. I saw you in the comment section, egging those videos that was posted, photoshopping Annie's kids' heads onto Smurf bodies. You were in on that. You were just as much as guilty as Gam is. You are not this innocent little person. You're a joke. And then here you are threatening people with the law. You know what? You have no case on nothing. Even if you hired a lawyer or a solicitor, he'd laugh at your face. He'd take what money you had, in which you don't have any money, and dump you. That's what lawyers do when they know they can't go all the way and get a conviction. They laugh at people like you because they know that you're using the law as a tool, as a battering club to, carry out this vendetta that you have against another. They're not stupid. And for you to go to your police department down there is laughable. Right now, when they get online and see all the activity going on, they're not stupid. They can figure it out. They first start checking out your background, dummy. I hope and pray that you lead them to my channel because they're going to be highly enlightened, of all your activity. I tell you, your stalking is endless. You've stalked Katie's mom. Somebody takes a picture of your house and I don't know if that channel has attached your name to it, there's no threats there. There's no laws broken. At best, a stalking charge in which you can't get because you have to first establish a pattern. Somebody puts a post up an image of a house, huh, with your name on it. There's no threats there. But you stalking Katie's mom, parading her picture everywhere, photoshopping it, now that can be a possible case of harassment, libel, slander. Isn't that right? You know, you're sick. Your sickness goes on and on. You defend Night Sabers. You defend a known pedo, you and crotch vomit. That's sick. You know darn well that guy is impersonating a teenage girl. He's been seen on sites trying to stalk and solicit kids. For what? For what reason? We know it's for sick sexual reasons, and you defended that. Your history is disgusting. You defend Von Helton. You defended and justified, enlightened the abuse that he inflicted on his kids, saying, oh, that's personal family business. Stay out of it. You're sick. You don't stand for anything good, Tracy. Nothing. Everything you did online is disgusting, and you're still at your old, demented ways. You know, and not to mention how you're trying to slip out of your responsibility of how you led that charge on stalking crotch vomit's grandchildren, her daughter. You are the one that stalked her daughter, Morgana. You stalked her grandkids. You are the one that was libel slandering crotch vomit's daughter, Morgana, on abusing her kids. You are accusing Morgana of abusing her kids, claiming that Morgana had threw her child off the bed, in which was a bold-faced lie. I saw that video. She did not even touch that child. But you are attacking children and slandering the mother. And crotch vomit is so in fear of you, of having her family stalked, that she's kissing your butt. She would rather befriend the one that abused her family, that stalked her family, and befriend her so she doesn't get stalked anymore and do her bidding, to be in servitude to you, because she's in fear that you will stalk her family until your dying days. You're sick. I invite you, I implore you, please direct any law agency over to my channel. I will be happy to talk with them. That's all I have. We'll see you in the next one.